Hi everybody, welcome to Menu Monday. Today I have all bowls for you. I told you on Friday that I'm going to be doing bowls, and they've been so good that I'm going to have another one for you next week. I just got my groceries in today for those, so I hope you're as excited about these as we are. You guys enjoy, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you this coming Friday. For our teriyaki beef and broccoli bowl, the first thing we're going to do is brown the ground beef in the skillet over medium-high heat, and then you want to drain that. Then we'll add in our soy sauce, our garlic, and our ginger. We'll give that a mix and let all the flavors combine. Meanwhile, we're going to steam the broccoli. I used frozen broccoli. I popped it in the microwave. You can get fresh broccoli and steam that too, whichever you prefer. And then we're going to make the yum yum sauce. This is mayonnaise, ketchup, rice vinegar, smoked paprika, sugar, garlic powder, onion powder. And you just mix all that together and put it in a bowl. I did refrigerate that for a little while. And then you serve rice in the bowl and top it with the beef and broccoli and drizzle it with the sauce, and I put the broccoli on the side. So it was really good for our first bowl, and as always the directions and ingredients will be in the description box below. There's a link there that goes to my blog, and you can find all of them on there. Here's our finished plates. I hope you give this one a try. It was very good. For the serving bowl, we're just going to put all the ingredients you would generally find in an Italian sub. So we're going to put it in a bowl. So we've got lettuce, ham, salami, some provolone cheese, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, banana peppers, and olives. So for the ham, salami, and cheese, you just want to put that into slices. Cherry tomatoes in half, cucumbers quartered, banana peppers out of the jar, and olives, just as many as you want. This calls for Italian dressing. I did not have any on hand, so I made my own, and I'm going to leave that recipe in the link also that goes to my blog, so you'll have that if you need to make it yourself, or you can just buy it ready-made. And then you'll need 2 tablespoons of Parmesan to mix in with your Italian dressing. And then you just pour this on top of the salad, and then you take 1 tablespoon of Parmesan and just sprinkle it on the top like you see here. Here's the finished plates, and I had so many things left over, I was able to make us each a lunch for the next day as well. It was so delicious. Now for burger bowls. First thing I did was put my French fries that are frozen in the air fryer basket, and I took it outside and cooked those. They only take 10 minutes, so while those are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and cook the ground beef. And in there I just put some onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. And then you want to make sure you drain the oil after it cooks. Now while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and prepare the rest of the bowl. The first thing I'm doing is cutting up the romaine lettuce, and I'll just split that between the 2 bowls. Now I'm going to cut up tomatoes, and I'm kind of putting everything in a section on top of the lettuce in the bowl, starting with the tomatoes. Now for some shredded cheddar, but you can use whatever cheese you like. Now I'm going to add the meat. Some dill pickle slices. And now for some fries. The last thing you do is drizzle Thousand Island dressing on top, and you're ready to eat. Here's our finished plates. I hope you give it a try. It was really good. Today's a spicy chicken Tinga bowl, and the first thing you do is cook your chicken. Now I did this in the Instant Pot, but you can also boil your chicken if you don't have an Instant Pot. I have directions for both ways on my blog, which you can find in the description box below, along with all the recipe ingredients and directions. Now once you have your chicken cooked, you're going to shred it. You can use 2 forks. I just got this little device. My daughter had one, and I'd seen it, and I said, do you like it? And she said she loved it, so I thought I'm gonna give it a try. And honestly, it is so simple. I used to do it either with forks, or I'd use my hand mixer, but this thing's a piece of cake, so quick. Anyway, once you get this chicken shredded, we're going to make the sauce. We're going to heat some olive oil in a skillet. I'm just using the Instant Pot so I don't have another dirty pan. So we put it on medium heat. You're going to saute your onion and your garlic. After that's done, you're going to add your tomatoes, chipotle peppers in adobo. You just cut 2 up. Some oregano, salt and pepper, and you want to simmer that for 10 minutes just to let all the flavors combine. And then all you do is mix in your shredded chicken, cook it for 5 more minutes, and serve it over rice with some drained and rinsed black beans and some slices of avocado. It was a delicious bowl. I'll have your ingredients at the end here if you'd like to take a screenshot, and I hope you give it a try.